While this cup may look like it's made out of plastic, it's actually made out of plants.
But as you can see, what I'm standing in right now, it's probably about 6 inches deep. It's flowing. We're right across from the main parking lot here. There's been a lot of profanity. There's been a lot of verbal fighting. So take a look over here. There's also a lot of sheriff's deputies. I'm told that Manatee County has already given away about 200 of these sandbags. They'll be here again tomorrow. The storm may be past, but the waves continue to crash up against the seawall. And that's what you'll have to wait for Football Friday nights. You'll catch Adam and Dwayne live on August 24th. In God We Trust is not only on the back of every bill in our wallets, it's also the state motto. Story right now is the storms. There are some strong storms rolling in. People, as you can see, are evacuating the beach. This is the city's third homicide of the year. Last year in 2017, they only had one. Really, your only option is to go inside one of the shops or restaurants. Drones were extremely useful in the aftermath of Hurricane Irma. For example, they were flown across each and every one of our Suncoast bridges to make sure they were still structurally sound.
This was just such a shock.
It started just like any other Monday morning would. Ty Ross took his two pride and joys, Jake and Holly, for a walk at the Palmasola Marina.
I had gone to Pilates classes on Monday morning like I normally do, and had said goodbye to Ty.
When Ty's wife, Julie, checked her phone after Pilates class, she found out her husband was dead. Ty suffered a heart attack while on his walk.
I came out, and there was a deputy. The EMS had already left by then, and there he was, just laying in the street.
As soon as she heard, Mary Hilliard rushed to the marina to be by her sister's side.
It's a day I'll never forget. There was a sheet over him, but his feet and lower ankles, that part, were in the street.
And as he laid there on the ground, his loyal companion stuck by his side.
The deputy said they had not run off, that they were on either side of him.
Immediately, they called Griffith Clyde Funeral Home, the owners close friends of the family. The funeral home was so busy that the owner himself, Ken Griffith, showed up to take Ty's body.
It was a pretty sad sight when you turn the corner and you see an individual in a lounge chair with an umbrella over their husband that's draped half on the road.
Neighbors had brought Julie a lounge chair while she waited and an umbrella to protect her beloved husband's body from the heat.
And they took him away, and we were all just kind of dazed.
The family couldn't believe that EMS would just leave Ty's body on the side of the road.
I thought it was disrespectful.
The funeral home had never seen anything like it.
I was just surprised that she was put in that situation.
Both the family and the funeral home were told that that's just Manatee County EMS's protocol.
What if somebody died at the mall? Would they just leave them there? The reason I'm doing all this, or even telling my story, is I don't want it to happen to the next person.
All parties involved are now calling for Manatee County EMS to change the way these things are handled.
I just think that something needs to change policy-wise, that especially when somebody dies in public.
I feel like my child was neglected.
Amika Collins and her son, Carter, were at the right place at the right time Wednesday.
When we got into this playground area, we set our stuff down and got drinks and everything, and as we climbed up on the play area, the playground, my son said to me, "Oh, look, that kid's sleeping."
Collins realized the child was alone and woke him up.
He got up and he was really disoriented.
Collins asked the boy, whose name is also Carter, for his mother's number, which luckily he knew by heart.
I work right down the road. I literally went 100 miles per hour on 59th Street to get here.
Kelly Frazier demanded an explanation from those who run the camp.
I asked him why did this happen, and he said the summer camp is halfway over and my counselors are getting lazy.
When Frazier got Carter home,
he just started saying, "Mommy, I don't feel good," and then all of a sudden he just started throwing up.
She took him to Blake Medical Center, and the doctor said he was severely dehydrated and had heat exhaustion.
See him like that, it crushed me.
But one good thing came of the day.
I don't think it was a coincidence that we were supposed to be swimming and laughing and playing, and instead thunder and lightning literally shook us over to the playground instead.
A forever friendship.
She is my son's guardian angel, because if she wouldn't have found him, he might not be here today.
The camp is run by Manatee County. The program's director, Marcus Francis, admitting his staff's faults on Friday. However, he wouldn't speak on camera, the county spokesman speaking on his behalf.
A very rare, isolated incident, and I believe they've taken the corrective actions to make sure that it won't happen again.
Spokesman Nick Azera says one of the teenage members of the staff miscounted the children before they went inside from the playground.
Going forward, they're going to take a roll call. When they're leaving the playground and back when they get inside, they'll do a roll call to make sure each child by name is accounted for.
Azera wouldn't speak to whether or not there will be disciplinary action. In a mock scenario, a 12-year-old child goes missing.
Last seen wandering around the north side of the Benderson Park area.
The sheriff's office launches the drone in search of a boy in a red shirt.
Just gonna check under the bridge real quick.
Flying the drone is a two-man operation. The pilot, Deputy Stephen Shull, and the spotter, Captain Kevin McKeela.
When you're ready, you're clear to the south. Okay.
While Deputy Shull focuses on the search, Captain McKeela directs him to avoid power lines and other hazards.
It looks like it's our guy. If we can get a deputy over there to make contact.
So we have a confirmed find.
And the search is over.
Okay, you're clear to return? Coming back.
Search and rescue scenarios like this are the prime reason the department purchased the $40,000 drone.
Before, we had a lot of manpower on the ground, and we also used the aircraft.
But the sheriff's department's helicopter can't be launched in inclement weather.
It's certainly not going to be a substitute for our Air 1 vehicle or helicopter. What it will do is offer supplemental overwatch, if you will, during the inclement weather events.
Right now, 3 deputies are trained to operate the new equipment, so they're always on call, ready to assist if the situation warrants.